Did you ever blow into a game cartridge when you were a kid? Back then, many of us believed in that mysterious little ritual, as if one gentle breath could bring a dead game back to life. Today, let's follow that childhood memory and see how Nintendo made its legendary comeback against all odds. In 1983, the American video game market fell into a deep depression. Atari, once the industry giant, suffered a huge failure because of its poor-quality game E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Unsold inventory piled up, confidence collapsed, and many companies went bankrupt, dragging the entire industry into chaos. At that moment, Nintendo noticed the decline of the arcade market. Meanwhile, news about violence in game arcades made parents worry about their children's safety. So Nintendo came up with a bold idea. Why not create a home console, so kids could play safely at home and families could enjoy games together? That same year, Nintendo released its first true home console, the family computer, later known as the Famicom. The moment it hit the market, it caused a sensation. The launch titles included Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., and Popeye. All popular arcade hits now brought into people's living rooms. Imagine the whole family gathered around the television. Laughter filling the room. It created a sense of warmth that few other entertainments could match at the time. Even the console's design had a fun little story behind it. Its red and white color scheme was not random. It was inspired by company president Hiroshi Yamauchi's trademark red tie and white shirt. What started as what some called a flattering design choice accidentally became one of the most iconic looks of that era. When it came to pricing, Yamauchi made a firm decision. He rejected all the so-called educational features that were trendy at the time. His famous line was, "The Famicom has only one mission, to be fun." By cutting unnecessary gimmicks, Nintendo kept the cost down to 14,800 yen, almost 50% cheaper than its competitors, making it affordable for ordinary families. To ensure game quality, Nintendo also introduced the famous strict license rule. Third-party developers could release only 5 games per year, had to pay licensing fees, and Nintendo manufactured all the cartridges. Some developers complained, but this policy kept the quality approval rate above 90% and prevented another crash like Atari's. In 1984, Nintendo released the light gun accessory. This gun allowed motion-based shooting without any complex sensors. However, it only worked with the official Famicom system, so players using imitation consoles could only watch with envy. This exclusive feature made owning the genuine console even more appealing. Now, about that childhood habit of blowing into cartridges. There was actually some science behind it. Nintendo's 10NES chip, designed to prevent unlicensed games, often caused poor contact between the console and cartridges. As a result, even official games would fail to start. Players discovered that blowing into the cartridge could temporarily help because the moisture in the breath slightly improved conductivity, but it also made the components age faster. So, that little puff of air you used to blow as a kid was more than nostalgia. It symbolized the spark of Nintendo's comeback. The success of the Famicom opened the golden age of home gaming and laid the foundation for Nintendo to become a true global powerhouse. If you enjoyed this story, remember to like and follow for more untold tales from Nintendo's history.